everyone, welcome to week 6 for reading. And this week we're going to be introducing 2 new sounds, but I'm hoping that you're also reviewing the other sounds with your children because they are tricky and they need review. So that would be shelly shell, shelly shell, sh, 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 and then thinking thumb, th. And then Chelsea's choo choo, Chelsea's choo choo, ch, ch, ch. So this week we're going to be adding a new sound. These are the different spellings for that sound, and they both say ow. This one says O sometimes, but we won't talk about that this go around. We have a separate story for when it says O that we're going to combine with OA. But this week we're talking about ow. So there's a story with OU about a mouse who has an owie. And there's a story with an OW about a cow who also has an owie. So what we do with OU, the short version is Scout, which is his name, the mouse's name. Scout says, ouch. Scout says, ouch. And then we say, ow, ow, OU. Then this one is, how now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Ow, ow, OW. So those are the shortened versions, but make sure you watch the stories too, because it kind of helps them connect between the picture and the sounds. So those are the things that we're going to be talking about as far as that goes this week. If you haven't received your Dibbles letter last week, which is the Dibbles Acadience reading test, you should receive it this week. And if you have any questions, make sure you ask us about it. And do the actions or the activities that we're sending, which is the nonsense word activities. They will help a lot with that reading test. The other thing we're talking about this week is B and D. This is really tricky for kids because a lot of times they get mixed up. So one of the ways we can do that is we go like this. We can fix it. You can see that this is going this way. And they can go, what I tell them is I say B, E, D. B, E, D, bed. So I say, okay, which one says B? Well, when we did it, this one says B. And this one said D. So I'll actually have them, when they're reading, I'll have them get their bed out. I'll say, get your bed out. And then they'll look at it and I'll go, okay, what does it look like? Does it look like this one or this one? And they'll say, oh, it looks like this one. Okay, well, what is this one? B, E, D, D. This is D. And so when we teach them to do that, it trains their brain to tell the difference. And the longer they do it, the more they don't have to rely on that trick. But it's a good trick to get them to the point where they know the difference between a B and a D. So that's the other thing that we're going to be talking about this week. For our handwriting, we're doing a review. So we've done all of our frog jump. We reviewed that last week. This week we're reviewing our center starter. Those are the ones that start in the center of the box. And then we're also reviewing our corner starter. Those start here, but they don't frog jump. For example, L, we don't jump back up to the top. And H, those are both starter corner letters. We start at the starting corner, but we're not jumping back up. So we know all of the capital letters now, so you're welcome to ask your child if they have a whiteboard to spell a simple word that is phonetically correct. They're called consonant, vowel, consonant words or CVC words. You can look that up and online and it will show you a whole list of them and you can say, hey, will you spell hat? And see if they can get hat and spell hat for you. That's a really great exercise. Okay, for our sight words, we are doing what's called possessives. So, her and his. You can talk about what that means and how they're the same and how they're different. So, her and his. And then we're also adding on. This one is easy. They just need to remember sight words need to be recognized within 3 seconds. And then also this one is Y-O-U-U. So this one I like to say Y-O-U-U, and I point to them. And then I show them that if you remember, if it's this order of letters and there's a U at the end, and then I try to also point out to them there's a difference between the word you and the letter U. Just like there's a difference between the word I and the letter I, the way you use it in a sentence. So there's our sight words, and I'll be sending some YouTubes that has songs. Remember, if your child's really struggling with the sight words, you can make cards. We're going to be sending sight word cards that I'm going to send another YouTube about, and we'll also be reviewing them in class, and then you can review them. I'll send the YouTubes, review those with them. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. Have a good weekend and have a good week. Bye.